Well, let's get to know you a little more with a little game that we call speed dating. Our audience is very familiar with this, but basically we have a bunch of essentially speed round questions for you. You could choose to elaborate if you'd like, or you could choose to try to do it in the timer.
Well, I feel like
there's no rules, really.
I think you should be more harsh about this.
All right, if you
if
don't
it's called
answer all
speed dating, make me go fast.
Ooh, go fast. Go fast, Hank. Go fast, Hank Green.
All right, let's do it. If you don't answer all of them in the 25-second timer, then
take a drink.
You have to leave the show.
Oh God!
It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You're good. You're safe. All right, and go. Do you participate in an Oscar pool?
No.
When it comes to coordinating with friends to get together, do you typically initiate contact or wait for friends to contact you?
I wait for friends to contact me.
When you are cooking, do you closely follow recipes or do you operate more on intuition?
Intuition, it's terrible.
Have you shaved your head any time in the last 5 years?
No.
If you could have brilliant skill at something, would you prefer something practical or something fun?
Fun.
Of these 4 educational subject areas, which is your favorite? Language, mathematics, science, or history?
Science.
Yeah. Wonder why.
Octopuses.
So you wait for people to initiate contact with you, huh?
I do. I don't mean to. I don't want to be that person. But yeah, I mean, I think so there's a thing that has been said to me that like you can have 2 of the 3. You can have friends, family, and work. And it's hard to have all 3.
All 3 line up perfectly.
I want very badly to have all 3, and I do care a lot about my friends and like need them, like like a physical need. Like I will be very sad and useless. And when we don't make that effort, then it's like 2 months into that, like why am I so sad now? And like, I haven't like hung out with anybody besides
I know
me
that
and
exact feeling.
my wife and my kid.
I think I tend to take it for granted a lot.
Yeah.
Of like friends who will reach out and plan things. And when people don't do that, I start to be like, I feel lonely.
Yeah.
Why is that? Oh, I'm not initiating that.
I have this terrible thing where I'm like none of my nobody wants to hang out with me, I guess, because no one's initiating, and I'm like, well, but I've never initiated, but I do want to hang out, so obviously that's not
to
the
put
thing.
yourself in everyone else's shoes kind of thing. Yeah, there's definitely, I think, groups of friends or people here that will always initiate those things, and I'll rely on those people too heavily.
Yeah.
And also, this happens to me with FOMO, where I'll see people who I'm friends with hanging out, and I'm like, oh, I wasn't invited. That sucks. But then if I plan something, I don't invite every single friend I have. Every time.
That would be
difficult.
Unpleasant.
Yeah.
Can you imagine every outing you had, every social outing you had to invite every single person you knew?
Yeah.
I'm that kind of person, though.
Yeah, the
I'm
ones
like,
that don't like each
I
other.
don't want people to think that I don't like them or that I'm not friends with them.
So you don't do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just stay in the house and play Halo.
Stay at home
Because it's 1999.
All right, Miss Hannah.
Okay.
Ready to go?
Yep. I guess.
All right. And go. Do you think you are still evolving, or are you pretty much the way you are always going to be?
Still evolving.
If you discovered upon death that you must reincarnate into an animal, which would you select? An animal that lives on land, on water, or flies?
Dumbo octopus. Specifically a Dumbo octopus.
How do you generally feel about people who tend to hug others whom they've just met?
Good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
How often in conversation are you likely to use an exact quote from a movie, play, or TV show?
Very often. It's often Vines, though, with Mariel.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
That counts.
And then I'm going to ask this last question just because I know what you're going to say, but I want to hear it. Generally speaking, are you a worrier?
Who, me? Yes. I'm
never.
Me? No, I'm a deeply anxious and worried person at all times. So yes, I am. I am
Who
definitely.
isn't these days?
Yeah. There's, both
That
simultaneously.
no, that wasn't a hand going up. That was like,
Oh. I thought you were
fucking
saying
know.
I'm not worried. I was like, how nice for
Are
you.
you not a worrier?
I'm worried. I'm just not anxious.
Yes.
Like I'm deeply concerned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really. I can't tell you how it works.
Yeah.
It's just how I am.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm envious of that.
Yeah.
But that's good. I
I
want.
mean,
I want that
there
for
are
people.
times when I'm very anxious and like
Yeah.
cry on the toilet and stuff, but like.
that
Specifically on the
Yeah.
toilet.
That's
Yeah,
the best.
you know,
I
you're
mean,
there.
You're there.
Your tears can
no
fall.
one's hopefully bothering you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Like,
alone.
Tissue.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the safe place.
That's true. Although I guess like when you have a kid and a wife and everything.
The wife does respect the toilet boundary. The kid does not, and he has figured out doorknobs and.
Oh yeah.
You got locks.
That's a good point. I've never even thought about
solved
locking the
that
bathroom
problem.
door.
Lock that baby out.
Yeah.
Man, I used to close and lock the door when I lived alone. And then
In the bathroom?
it came to a point
I
where I
did
was
too.
going, why am I doing this? Am I afraid someone will break in at this exact moment?
Understand closing the door.
Closing.
I just
Yeah.
I want to be in my bubble.
Yeah.
And that's not like, it's just but like locking.
Sometimes I'll do
Force
this
of
thing
habit.
where it's almost like I'm living on the edge, where if I go to the bathroom, I'll like leave the door open, and like my boyfriend Trevor, I'm like, I really hope he doesn't choose this moment
Right.
to walk into the room, because we have like one of those like shit closets, essentially.
Sure,
so it's
sure,
just the
yeah.
toilet in the bathroom.
Oh, I was like, what's a shit closet?
Yeah, it's just the toilet in a bathroom with
Gotcha.
like the
Right.
rest of the bathroom outside of it.
Yeah.
In like a separate bathroom or just in the bedroom? Because I lived in a place like that once where the shower was in the bedroom.
What?
Weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
That's
Was it a hotel
It
room?
was carpeted too.
The bedroom.
The bedroom, not the shower.
Oh, that's what I thought. I was like,
like,
well,
ew.
but if you're in, if the shower's in the bedroom, and the bedroom's carpet, are you walking out like
You
onto
walk
carpet?
onto carpet. Yeah.
I've seen that before, and it creeps me out because
I
I think
did
of all
not.
the like.
It's not great.
Yeah. It was inexpensive.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, carpet out of a shower is not great.
I see, like, it's nice if you're getting out of a shower and it's just like, ooh, walking on a nice, warm, soft, cushiony floor is
Yeah.
nice. But also, like, I think about when you pee and shit and, like, particles are going.
Yeah, no,
places.
the bathroom was all, like the toilet area was carpeted.
What?
Yeah, and it was a rental, so like I wasn't the first person to pee all over that carpet.
Oh,
no.
God. And
No.
you couldn't change it because it was a
No,
rental.
it was not.
Yeah,
I mean,
wasn't
I guess
your-
I could have. Surprise, landlord. Like, tiled the bathroom. for
upgraded
you.
it.
You're welcome.
For you.
Yeah.
Here's the bill.
Yeah.
So-
Jeez.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great.
Anyway, what else were you thinking?
You're okay with huggers.
Well, yeah. So my feeling on that is like I think it's context. It just depends like where you are, how you vaguely are like being introduced to the person. Like I wouldn't describe me as like an overly affectionate person, but I also appreciate people who are very affectionate. So it's more like
It's
also
funny that you say that because literally every time I see you, the first thing you do is reach out for a hug.
well, I
Yeah,
love
same.
you, and
Yeah. Which-
I mean, also, I think it was specifically when you first meet
Yeah,
them.
first
Right.
meeting
Yeah.
someone, yeah.
Which, to be fair, I'm saying this now, and I realize I'm the kind of person who every time I meet someone, I'm like, I'm gonna give you a hug because it's
Yeah.
just like it
Right,
just feels
see.
like a welcoming thing to do. But you get that. I try to read a person and be like, is this appropriate? Is it work? Is it
Right.
personal? You know.
Yeah, oftentimes it's like if someone else is doing it down the line.
Yeah.
So if like I'm getting introduced and like
Yeah.
they hug the first person, then it's like we're
Right.
going hug.
Right.
But I
Right.
like as a guy, I don't go in for a hug on a woman unless
Yeah.
she comes at me with a hug.
I think that's
Yeah.
fair.
We had
But I
some-
do guys sometimes. I'll just go in for a guy hug, and they're like, "All right,"
Hell yeah, bro.
and I'm like, "If you can't handle this guy
Yeah.
hug, then like I don't."
It's gonna be
It's not gonna be
Yeah.
a long-term thing.
I
for
think
us.
meant to be.
Yeah.
It's between two guys.
Guy hugs.
But yeah, no, I think it
good,
is.
good quote.
Yeah, I proved it. I proved it. No, I think it is for me it is like context too. Just
Yeah.
like if I'm in a work meeting or something, I'm meeting someone, I'm not going to hug them.
Right.
But if I'm meeting your friend for
Right.
the first time, I'm probably going to hug them.
Or like a family member.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I hugged your parents when I met them.
yeah.
Because I was just like, I feel like,
You know
Mariel's one of my best friends and my parents.
There was we have some friends who work on a podcast in North Carolina, South Carolina. Where are those guys from?
It's one of the Carolinas.
One of the Carolinas.
Carolina.
And they came into town to visit us not too long ago, and very nice Southern gentleman. And like we went in for a hug, and one of the guys was like, Chris was like, oh. He like hugged me back, and he was like, oh, I just didn't. He was like, I'm a hugger, but I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's
Bring it in.
yeah.
Also, we had met them before, so
Yeah.
it's like at that point.
Yeah.
I did this thing where we had Rhett and Link in the studio to film some stuff with us, including this show. And I had watched their stuff over the course of a couple of years and stuff, so I felt like I knew them. And I did this thing where I was coming into the studio to meet them, and like they went out for the handshake, and I went, I don't shake hands, I shake bodies. And I went in for the hug, and they were like, oh. And I was like, ooh,
no.
I want to die. Bye.
That's really good.
I'm
I'm just trying to be like
Sure. No, I love
silly,
that.
and I
That's
like
a-
hugging people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that a hug is a body shake.
Yeah.
It's a handshake you give with your whole body.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a little
that.
too close. Feels
And
good.
they're big guys, so your head's like on
Yeah.
their chest.
Oh yeah.
You're being cradled. Yeah.
It's like in their belly button.
And you're tall too. So
Yeah.
can you imagine when I hug them?
Oh yeah.
At their knees.
You'd be like at their feet.
Yeah. Hi guys.
So handsome.